Who is it?
Hey,
Vinny!
dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude, I don't
man?
have a scary story, man.
I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
Brandon.
after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like. That's
No,
fine.
it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just
Well,
saying there's a lot
But
of...
that is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Ten, nine, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right. It's GUFON tonight. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. Hold on. Double barrels, that barrel of sound. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It is Thursday, 8/8/24. August 8th, 2024. Wow. What a day in history. Seriously. Glad you could be here. This is going to be a good one tonight. Do you want to know why? Because we're together. We're here. We're family. We're going to do and say what we want to say tonight. We're going to have a good time doing it. I will. You guys do whatever you got to do in that chat room. And I'm going to do what I do here with the crooked collar. Come on, Carl. I got to get in there with the thumb. See, you got to go. All right, you want to play dummy? And then that should... Yeah, damn it. I don't know how that collar got messed up. We may have to do a collar change. Shirt change. Yeah, look at this thing. I can't feel confident in this. Now, well, you know what? Tough. All right. Well, tonight we are going to talk about The Secret. Not The Life, The Secret, the Oprah Winfrey, the book. Not that secret. The UFO alien secrets. Oh, Rich, stop. What are you going to tell us we don't already know? Well, that's the fun part of it all, guys. We're going to think about how far back The Secret goes. It's only going to take a second. And then we're going to just talk about what's going on in the big UFO world? No? Well, we are. Tonight's that kind of night. It's a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night. Thursdays usually have no feel to them. Tonight, you can feel it. There's something in the air. Oh, yeah. So let's do a little bit of roll call. Shout. Wait. Hold on. Sound? Hold on. Sound? I will. I hear it. You guys do whatever you gotta do in that chat room. Oh, the sound, the gain. Come on, Carl. The gain. Thank you. Mwah. Oh my God. The gain is way down. I must have accidentally hit it. Oh, that's going to be much better right there. Tell me that's not better. I could already tell. How's that? Does that sound a little better? I'm just going to talk in a normal voice, please. Because normally it goes out when I talk like this. But when I talk like this, the microphone doesn't go out. Ready? I'm going to talk in a normal, non-loud voice, like normal people. So here we go. So, today, what we want to do is we want to make sure that our voice is heard. Is it cutting out right there? Is it? Because, when I put it down like this and I talk like this, that's when it cuts out. And I don't want it to cut out. I don't want it to. I need it to stay. See, at this volume, know what? Terrible? I don't know what that means. You got to be a little more, David, please. I don't know what that means. Is it not working? Is it working? I don't think it would be. Don't worry. I'm not going to be talking low volume anyway. So just let me know if it worked. It's good now. Okay. Well, thank you, AJB. Let's do a little roll call. Okay. And we'll get this show going. I see somebody. Kevin McDougal, it's Moonlicked in X, everybody. Controlling the X is the magic of this show. Thank you. Andy Cowley, how you doing, man? Good to see you, too. Great to see you. New freelancer? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I don't remember seeing you, so that's why I said it. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Oh, got it. Yes, okay. Marcel Gufonian, my tall head. Welcome to the show. Didn't that sound like Bon Jovi? Marcel Gufonian, my tall head. Right? In the blaze of glory, take me down. Right? No? Alfie Joe Bob's here. How do you say, what do you be? The AJB. Speaking of angels, there's the angel of GUFON, Jeanette Angel. ANGEL. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Prince Edward County in 360 degrees. Thank you very much for letting me know. That makes me feel good. Who's this guy? Derek Faulkner, the LK NER is here. How you doing, Chief? All right. Well, I usually just say a few hellos. Hey, Miguel Silentio. Yo, yo, yo. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good. Thank you for hanging out. Hey, Jeanette. What? Wow, that was weird. I meant to say, hey, FAP, and I read what you said right there, Jeanette, and I said, hey, Jeanette. Boop, boop, boop. That's because I'm still dyslexic at 51 years old. Sky Allen. Sky Allen. Welcome to the show. I can't believe it. Zach Diecast Montu. I can't believe you're here. It's so weird. Yeah. It's going to sound weird what I'm about to say, but don't take it the wrong way. Why I said it's weird that you're here because I was thinking about an hour before the show, who's been here, who hasn't been lately, and your name popped up in my head of someone who I've seen lately, but haven't seen in a few days, and I was just wondering if I have seen you around. And I usually confuse you and FAP for some reason. Don't ask me why. It's been that way from day one. But welcome to the show. Good to see you. Zach Diecast Montu. Metalhead, how you doing too, Chief? Good to see you. Glenn Collins, the man of the hour. You know what I almost said, the BB guy, but I'm not going to do that. Sean, welcome to the show. And Paula Faust, got you earlier. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Josie UK from the UK, welcome to the show. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. We got a lot of show to do. Mark, mark. Was that okay? Was that better? A little late on that, but we'll take it. Hey, Mark the Chicken, Mark the Sally. Happy day. Rocky Checker. I see you brought a cheering section for yourself, Jar Jar. Sounds just like it. Now let's get started. It's going to be a good one today. Here we go. We all know who Bob Lazar is. They changed his name to Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar, in my opinion, I think was part of a CIA, FBI, hidden top secret program to see how a scientist might act if they were given information on alien technology. I don't know why I've always felt this way about the Bob Lazar story, but I feel that the people he hung out with, I can't remember all their names, but John Lear was one of them. A couple other guys that are very popular in ufology, I think were part of that social experiment with Bob Lazar. And that's why I think they never went to jail. Nobody died when they got caught recording stuff that Bob Lazar said, if we go out there on Wednesday, we could just see a bunch of shit because that's why there's not a lot of traffic. There's some fly stuff. Nobody sees it. And they go out there, and all of a sudden, crackling in the distance, they hear, Army. Hey, no, stop where you're going. You're on federal property, and we could kill you. They did it. They just smacked him on the hand, said, "Oh, it's Bob Lazar, everybody. Hey, Bob Lazar took his friends here to look at the supposed UFOs. Good job, Bob Lazar. Go ahead." And they let him go with a stark warning. You're fired, or something like that. Well, they're following him around and opening up his car doors and putting his AK-47. Oh, no, that's right. It was an Uzi. He put his Uzi on the front seat of the car and his wallet and his ID and just a bunch of stuff. And Element 115 was. But Bob Lazar still going strong out there. He describes the UFO that he went inside. Now, I know this story because I've heard it so many times like you. And he says, everything was really unworldly because it was all plain. There was no buttons, no dials, no knobs. Well, he was the only knob. Oh, but he was on the Joe Rogan podcast like 100 times and others, where he talks about going in the craft. And this 1 minute, I want to hear, because he says, I think this is what he says, it's a very ominous feeling because everything is one color. It's like a dark pewter color. There's no right angles anywhere. It's as if somebody took a model and fashioned it out of wax and then heated it just for a short time so everything melted. Everything looks like it's fused together. Everything has a radius, a curvature, where two items meet. It's a really weird looking thing. There was almost nothing other than a small foldable hatchway that looked recognizable. Now, I just read all that, and if he says all that verbatim, I will hurt myself.
What are you thinking when you're inside of it? Like, what are you seeing?
It's a very ominous feeling.
You son of a bitch.
There are no, first of all, everything is one color. It's like a dark pewter color. Frick. And there are no right angles anywhere. It's as if somebody took, I've said this before, somebody took a model and fashioned it out of wax and then heated it just for a short time so everything melted. Everything looks like it's fused together. Everything has a radius of curvature where two items meet. It's a really weird looking thing. But there was almost nothing other than a small foldable hatchway that looked recognizable. Everything was really unworldly, to pick on it, a way to describe it.
So you get inside this thing, and it's designed for. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd like to believe Bob Lazar. I really would. It's a good story. You know, has it stood the test of time? Yeah, so far it has. Why did I show that to you? Because I'm wetting the palate. That's what we do. We get you wet, and then we paste it all together. That sounded awful. I didn't mean it like that. So we get you all lubed up. There, that's better. Now that's worse. But if you really think about what Bob Lazar said, that's kind of exactly how I would imagine an inside of a UFO would look like. I've had dreams. And every time I've looked in, which was only 3 times that I've looked inside of the UFO that I saw in my dream, one of the times I was able to see through the walls and just saw the outlines. And I was able to see outside the craft. So I never saw details inside, just that I was able to see where I was going because of the outline, you know, like stencil. Another time I looked in and it was just fog. Couldn't see past my arm. That was it. Put my hand in there and I couldn't even see my hand once it was up to the elbow. Strange, but I knew what was in it. And the other time, all I saw was a TV screen. Well, just a wall. Same thing. I was able to look outside while I was in, but I didn't see the stencil. It was just, I stepped in. All I saw, tunnel vision, was that screen. Weird, right? So 2 out of the 3 times that I had dreams where I was in a UFO, I actually looked at the walls and saw through them. And we've heard this many, many times in a lot of experiencers retelling of their experiences. The UFO. Something like that. So, you know, one of the questions in tonight's show that I want to pose is, how long have they been here? How long? How long have they been here? 100? We know it's more than 100 years because we know it goes back to the 1800s. So 1800s? 1700s? There were reports of things, yes. 16, 15? Yep. 0? Yes. Yes. The time of Christ. The time of Jesus. The time of Jesus Christ. There were UFOs. If there were UFOs around the time of JC the Great, then they were probably here a long time before that. Hey, I almost forgot to mention, I know, praise the cash. If you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, Fantasyland, whatever, support GUFON. With the Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App, you can become a member. All the links are in the show description. That's how we stay afloat. We stay alive because of you. Yes, you. Not me. It's you. So let's get back to the show. Shall we? So Christopher Melonhead. We all miss Chrissy Mellon. Where's she been? Chrissy Snow. the Melanator, Christopher K. Mellon on X. What is he saying? Why am I bringing it up? He says, I share the concerns expressed here regarding Dr. Kirkpatrick's assessments of the UAP videos taken by the U.S. Navy aviators that appeared on the front page of the New York Times on December 16th, 2022. And if the gimbal object had been a balloon somehow resisting hurricane force winds, what about the cluster of smaller UFOs that were accompanying it? Dispersed when the Navy F-18s arrived and rejoined the gimbal object when the Navy fighters departed? First of all, Chrissy Snow, little Chrissy, we never saw the fleet. We never saw the fleet. Hey, there's a whole fleet of them over there. Screw it. I want to stick to this one. Well, why is that? Because I'm too lazy to turn around. Let's just stay on one. But they're right there. There's like 10 of them. Stay forward. Focus on the one. Why? Why are we just focusing? I'm going to go over to the fleet. Don't you dare, Johnson. Don't you dare. I can't wait for that secret recording to come out. Johnson wanted to go. He wanted to check out the fleet, but no. No, Mr. Smith wanted to focus on the one that we never will know the truth about. Ever. Thanks for that. You had it. You had all the proof you needed. All you had to do was go to the fleet. Show us the fleet. And if they moved in a certain way, we would know that they weren't drones. We would know that they were something special. They blew it. How could you not follow the fleet? It makes zero sense. Apparently, there is video of the fleet. Just not for us. Apparently. Allegedly. Supposedly. I don't think so. I think the whole thing is bullshit. I think it's all not real. I think it's all made up. I think what we looked at on video isn't what they want us to believe. I think it's a simple aircraft or drone, something like that. Something that we made. Let's just say it this way. I think it's man-made. And it's just like when they show us the Jeremy Corbell videos. They know what they're giving him isn't really UFOs. It looks like them. They're misidentifications. So they thought they were UFOs, and then they realized they weren't after following it or researching a little bit, finding out, oh, they were down there. Okay, I didn't know. It looked like a UFO. They give that to Jeremy Corbell with partial information. That's it. He gets the information, and maybe in Jeremy Corbell's mind, he's really getting UFOs. But even he finds out in a short period of time, literally minutes after he posts his things here, he gets shit on and he doesn't understand why. Why? All I did was what I was supposed to do, is pick up the video at this location. They told me what it is that we're going to be looking at. I posted it. What do you want from me? I didn't shoot the video. Did you look at it before you posted it? Yeah. And? Looked like a UFO. Did it? They know what they're doing. God dang it. It's so obvious, too. Christopher Mellon. What are you talking about, dude? What does he care? The U.S. here, and then down here. The U.S. government's former top UFO analyst is demonstrably wrong about the most recognizable UFO footage of all time. Not only that, Arrow seems to have conducted zero analysis to confirm or contradict. High coincidence. Is that what it says? High confidence, highly credible witness testimony. Because they're not real. That's why. Oh, what just happened? It didn't take. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Whoa! I accidentally hit add camera. Now it's pulling up all these things. Give me a second, kids. All right, I don't want the camera. Get out. God. Give me a second. There we go. It's what happens when you move too fast. Why is the Pentagon's UFO office so clueless about UFOs? Here we go. That's what it says. Oh, look who it is. It's Rosy Cheeks. That's what we should start calling him, her. Rosy Cheeks. Hello. Oh, look at his mousy. Looks like he just swallowed the canary, and the canary just that. Oh, God, I can't. All right. And who's this dude? Nah, I'm just kidding. Stop that. That's not nice at all. All right, in 3, let's see what they say. I think they're going to talk about everything that what I was just about to say. On July 11th, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Mike Rounds reintroduced the most extraordinary legislation in American history. The Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act alleges that shadowy elements of the U.S. government have surreptitiously operated legacy programs that retrieve and seek to reverse engineer UFOs of unknown or non-human origin. As a remedy, the Disclosure Act would establish a blue ribbon review board to gradually and strategically release long withheld UFO-related records publicly via a controlled disclosure campaign. Schumer and Rounds' reintroduction of the legislation is particularly notable because it was largely gutted at the request of the Pentagon's UFO office by House lawmakers last December. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, established in 2022, also issued repeated categorical denials of the stunning UFO-related activities alleged in the Disclosure Act. In a lengthy, error-laden report released in March, for example, the office stated that it found no empirical evidence that the U.S. government and private companies have been reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology. And blah, 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 blah. You guys know the rest. Let's see if that's what they're going to say.
Joined now by News Nation special correspondent and investigative journalist Ross Coulthart. His interview with UFO whistleblower David Grush led to a groundbreaking congressional hearing on the subject matter. Good to have you. Let's get right to it. Your reaction to Michelle Reyes's video and the lack of sort of response that she got to reporting it.
Good evening, Ashley. Yes, it's a very compelling video. I remember seeing that when it was first posted, and I agree, it does look anomalous. One of the things that the debunkers often say is that these objects are moving so fast that they're often aeroplane fuselages and we just can't see the wings, but it doesn't appear to be that in this case. She did the right thing, though, Michelle, by reporting it to the National UFO Reporting Centre, NUFORC, which is one of the two main organizations that take these sightings.
So she does have some corroborating witness. I don't think the other witness on the plane has video, but certainly saw her post and said, I was on the plane and I saw the same thing. On the plane and I saw the same thing and was so freaked out by it she didn't say anything. I'm more curious about whether the government is actually listening and just not responding to her. What's your take on the fact that they are reading the reports? They did receive her information. They are looking at that video and they're dissecting it. They're just not letting us know.
There is absolutely no doubt, Ashley, that the government is taking an extremely close interest in UAPs, UFOs, call them what you like. The government never stopped looking at them after Project Blue Book, which is the official time when they stopped looking at them way back in the 1970s. The simple fact is, we do have AARO, which is the military government body that's investigating government sightings.
Oh, yeah, this is 100% an airplane. Matter of fact, It even looks like you can see the wing.
Things, if you like, looking specifically for allegations of a cover-up, but there is absolutely no government interest officially in looking at UAPs.
Yes, there is. What is he talking about? Wait, guys, is there something wrong with me, or is there something wrong with what he just said? Listen, what was this last thing he just said?
Government sightings, if you like, looking specifically for allegations of a cover-up, but there is absolutely no government interest officially in looking at UAPs.
There's no government interest looking into UFOs? Translating it for you. What is Arrow? They just document them? I'm going to do something. Maybe I'll start doing it here. I seen this on another channel. Put a 1 in the chat room if you think the government is still working and investigating UFOs. Put a 1 in the chat room if you think the government's still researching UFOs. Listen to what he just said. There's no government agency researching. Is that what he said?
Looking specifically for allegations of a cover-up, but there is absolutely no government interest officially in looking at UAPs.
All right. He said it. Now, he said looking at UAPs. That's pretty broad. Right? Looking at is different than researching. Looking at is different than interviewing witnesses. You know what I mean? I know. I don't know. I don't like his play on words. But we know what he means.
Now, I know that to be a flat-out lie. I talk to people all the time who tell
then he says, okay, he knows it's a lie.
me that the government is monitoring UAPs.
Yes.
And so they should be.
And they are. Good job. Good job. That was a good report. Even for rosy cheeks. Good report. So why is the government saying that now, after all we've been through in the last few years, now they're saying they don't even bother looking at UFOs? Well, maybe they stopped right now. And we know that I think everybody's holding their breath to find out what's going to go through legislation, what laws are going to pass, who's going to be in office, who's going to be elected to certain things, who's going to be fired. You know, a lot of people are going to be let go of their jobs. So why would they want to start anew on anything? Everybody right now is in limbo. What do they call that? When you have a president that knows he's not going to be around. What do they call that? I forget. A jackhole? There are a few ones. Thanks for the ones. I see a few. Hey, Venus. Paula, Bob Marley's here. Luna Sparkles won. Moody Mongol, everybody. Andromeda, what's up? Dan Peters, how's everybody? Thanks for hanging. Craig William. Nice to see everybody coming in for a visit. I understand a lot going on on the internet. I understand if you're in and out. But Twinkle's here. That's all that matters. UFO 91. That's all that matters. Is that UFO 91 is here. Apostate plus tax. That's all that matters. All right, let's get back to the work. Tom, so nice. We did say it twice. Welcome to the show. Well, stream, whatever you want to call it. I got a really cool video I want to show you. This is really realistic looking, but you know, nowadays everything's fake unless you're there. So I'm going to show you this video. It's self-explanatory. You're going to see the ice wall to, I believe it's Antarctica. And then you're going to see what looks to be maybe a secret tunnel. or a legitimate tunnel. I don't know. But what happens after they enter? Well, you'll see. Oh boy. It looks legit. It looks like a ride. Yeah, it looks like a ride. Is this a ride? This is where I stopped it. I didn't watch it yet. Oh, it's a game or something. If I would have known this was happening, this sounds silly. What, it's over? No, we got more. Okay, here we go. Oh, now what? It's all lush and green. Yeah. There's rumors from Richard Byrd, Rear Admiral Richard Byrd, who went on an expedition down here, says there were lush areas, running water, flowing animals. Oh, this is a video game. That looks fake. What is that, Saturn? Nah. Oh, no. Come on. You see? Come on, you had me, man. You had me in the beginning with the tunnel. I was a believer just for that time. I'm not going to bother with the rest of that. I don't like that. All right. I'm going to show you a serious video about a guy who says he died 4 times. And this is what he has to say about what comes next. I think I played this video a few months ago when I thought I died. And now he will, it says here, and how we will feel the emotions of everyone we have ever encountered. Oh, so when we die, we feel the emotions of every single person we've ever encountered. So if I have, let's just say my enemy, and when my enemy came up to me and cold cocked me, punched me, and then I beat the ever-loving crap out of him, I feel those punches from me into the organs and the face and the cheek and the auricle bone. So I get to feel all those emotions they felt, all their hate for me, and then how they were a coward and all that stuff. You mean to tell me when I was bullied in 1st grade, I get to feel the emotions of that bully happily throwing shit at me and stealing my lunch and all that other stuff? Is that what I feel? Why? Why would I want to go live through all that again when I die? Ridiculous. No. And I don't want to be on the side of anybody that encountered me, because I'm a jerk. I'm not. I want to be, but I'm not. All right. I can be, and I have been, but I'm not. All right. If I was, I wouldn't be here. Let's just put it that way. But this man has apparently died 4 times. He's going to tell us here what it's like on the other side in a 3-minute and 1 second learning experience. Anybody who sutures hair to their head because they're that, what do they call it? Narcissistic? I hope they didn't suture it to his brain. I'm telling you, that's a suture. Much different colors. We go from gray. All right, just play it.
The single most important part.
See, I'm mean.
The panoramic life review. The near-death experience. Everyone has a life review. But
come on. Do you really believe that, guys? We're going to have a life review. I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. Why?
Book of Judgment, the Hall of Records, all of this. This exists. You see your entire life pass before you in a 360-degree panorama. Watch yourself from a second person point of view as though you were your own best friend. So you see how silly you are. And there's just a best friend, so you're not being judged. Then you...
I do that now. After I watch this show, I feel like a dork. I'm like, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I'm me. And then I said, well, nobody can play me better than me. So just be you and accept who you are. Because if you can love yourself, you can be me. No, I'm kidding. You don't want to. I'm joking. That was stupid. Very immature.
Literally become every person that you've ever encountered.
I will never be like a Karen.
And you feel the direct results between you and that person. You become them. So what's the greatest takeaway of that system? Is paying attention to why you're doing it. Because if you pay attention to the reason for why the action you're taking, it's never what you're doing, it's why you're doing it.
So in the middle of an argument with somebody, I can't believe you cut me off. Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me think about this situation. Hold on. No, wait. Hold on. Calm down. Put the bat down. I need to think about it, I was told. Let's think for a second. You too. Put the bat down. Put the bat down. Come on. You got to think about that situation as it be happening. Because you're going to judge yourself. And then what's going to happen is you're going to feel their pain. From your inflictions, from your intentions, from your powerful ego, powering through and laying hands on that individual. You will feel that pain. So be kind, be nice, because you never know. The pain you cause somebody else is eternal and forever. Think about it. You remember stuff from when you was a youngin'? They gonna remember you as when they was a youngin', when you did that thing to them. Why am I talking this way?
It matters. What I have learned is to
see what I mean? I'm embarrassed I just did all that.
Set in motion and look at the reasons why I do things and make sure I'm not petty, make sure I'm not selfish, and make sure the reason I do it is for the betterment of all of us instead of being a bully, jackass, brute, tough guy. Always be smart, be loving, and be appreciative. And keep your dignity intact, because if you think you're going to die, then somebody can scare you with the lack of knowledge you have of what's next. You cannot scare me.
So when you look at why you do things, or why you have done things. Mm-hmm. Can you give us another example that people can relate to, that they can apply in their daily life?
The most important thing about looking at how do you apply the panoramic life review to your daily life, think of this. The measurement of your existence, and I hope some of you have a religious tone, I don't know how to phrase this other than this, that when you look at the value of your life, 360 degrees, second person point of view, and then being every person that you've ever encountered, you're going to know the reason why you did what you did, because you're them. You could have just hurt their feelings because you were mad. Well, you're going to feel that anger.
All right, enough. I get it. We get it. It's everything I just said. And he's repeating it again. He's only repeating. He's going to repeat it again. So I don't think we need to hear it 3 times. So I could already feel the third one is embedded in that conversation. So, all right. Believe what you want to believe. That conversation, it's a no-win situation. Because damned if you do and damned if you don't. So if you're mean to somebody, you're going to feel the pain you gave them because you become them and you will feel you coming at them. Okay, got it. So if I was a jerk to Ozzy Tiger, right? If I was a jerk to you, then when I die, I would feel what you felt when I was a jerk to you, because I become you for that time. You know, I don't buy that. That's a lot of work to go through before you go through those pearly gates. You would be there for a lifetime going through over all the people you met. Now, if it happens in, an instant, fine. All right, but it doesn't. I could already tell. Now, that his experience is his own. What I was told, and I don't know if any of you have ever been told the same thing, but I've heard this time and time again, and I don't know if it's a Christian thing or whatever, because I grew up Catholic, right? Christian? Catholic. I went to Catholic church. Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say. What was I saying? God dang it. Don't do that. Well, anyway, it's religion. It's a tough thing there's no reason to talk about. All right. So let's damn it. I want to show you this video and then I'll get back to something cool. This video is weird. I don't know what to believe. Now, this is the second time, and I can't find the other video, that there's been a humanoid in the clouds. Not like the traditional humanoids we've seen. This is a very short video. Let me get rid of this guy. All right. See what I mean? That scream. I've heard that scream before in another video or two. I think it's got to be fake. If it isn't, I don't know, man. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in a cloud. However, I know people who have recorded things, and I saw it on their video camera. So is this real or fake? I don't know. It looks real. It looks real. And if it is, why? Is this end times? Is this because, look, it's been happening more and more, I think. And I think there's something going on with people. A lot of people are finding God or spirituality more than ever, it seems like. And I think they're afraid because of what's going on in the world and what's going on here at home, too. When they see that there's a problem here in America, that's usually not good for the world. Just look at what's going on in the UK and abroad. It's unbelievably bad. And we talk about that on Rich Saves America. We'll talk about that tomorrow. On Rich Saves America, by the way. Whoops. I almost forgot to say thank you to 2 people today who sent PayPal of $5. And one was Samantha Morris. Thank you very much, a continuing supporter of GUFON. And Marvelous Marvin, thank you very much for the $5 from each of you during the night. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was very happy to see that. And I can't believe the support. It's been very good. Thank you. Let's, try to keep that momentum going. Keep the show alive. Keep me alive. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's freaking awesome. Those surprises. Oh, and also Venus, and I don't know if I said it, but Venus sent $10 on Cash App as well. I don't know if that came in during the show or after. I don't remember, but just so I don't forget. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Continuing supporters of GUFON. Okay. Now, I saw this article today. It says, is this why we do not have full UFO disclosure? So I'm going to go over some things here. And I would normally, let me show it. They put out this list. The person on X did. And I found it quite interesting and quite believable that, that's what's going on. This is why we don't have disclosure. Because UFOs are a threat to human egos. It's true. Fossil fuel industry. We know that is a possibility, but is it true? We don't know. But maybe that's why we don't have full disclosure yet. Well, organized religion. People are afraid that the religions, the 190 different versions out there, they're afraid that they're all going to go, non-believer. Silly, isn't it? Another reason to not have full alien UFO disclosure is divisiveness. I thought about that. What kind of divisiveness are they talking about? A racism? Like if you are friendly with these new aliens, people will not like you? Is that what they mean? I don't know. Oh, something just flew. I had the door accidentally frickin' wind whipped it open, and there were these gnats being blown around in the wind because of all the rain. Anyway, apathy. Apathy. That's interesting. What is apathy, you ask? Does anybody know what apathy is? I'll tell you what it is. Apathy is a lack of feeling or emotion. Just become disinterested, or you have an indifference. You just don't give a shh. You start to not care. That's apathy. They're afraid that UFOs are a threat to materialism. Very much so. Of course they are. Also, military-industrial complex. But those would go hand in hand. Control freaks? Control freaks. What the? That's why we don't have disclosure, because of control freaks? That's a reason? There would be limits imposed on consciousness? Who made this list up right now? Kamala Harrison? Is that who did it? Kamala Harrison? That makes no sense. There would be limits imposed on consciousness. Well, that would mean if the aliens had the ability to do that. Wow, this is really based off of hypothetical, theoretical, and imagination. Not on fact. I just want to let you guys know it's not on facts. Just so you know. Oh. Wow. Oh, Mike Johnson sent $5 on PayPal. Hey, man. Hey, thank you for that. I didn't see it until now. I don't know why. You sent it just now. Well, thank you very much, Mike Johnson, a continuing supporter of GUFON, right through PayPal. And the AJB, Alfie Joe Bob, throwing it down $7.50. Just because. Thank you very much. Gosh, thank you. Oh, and yeah. I said Samantha Morris and Marvelous Marvin. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. The support. Woo-wee! Now we need to do it all over in the second hour. Ready, set, go. So the other thing is old paradigms. What does that mean? Old paradigms? Old paradigms just wouldn't exist. And then one reason we don't have full alien disclosure because of outdated societal, institutional, and political systems. They would collapse. They would implode. Societal, institutional, and political systems kapooey. It would all come a crashing down. All around, all the time. So, with this list, I thee wed. I mean, is that a realistic thing? Is it the reason we don't have disclosure? Is there anything missing? What's missing on this list? We've got religion, fossil fuels, which there's no such thing as fossil fuels, just so you know. That's just a fake term for it. They're not fossils, it's rock. Anyway, fossil fuels, religion, what are the other big ones that would really make technology? I guess that's like fossil fuel. Egos would be. I also think they need to throw in racism. But I see them trying to do that by saying human egos and control freaks and limits imposed on consciousness. Yeah. AKA dummies, dummy down. Depends. It is what you make of it. Anyway, pretty fun. I like thinking like that. Thinking about what could be and... Oh, wait, did I get a... Whoops, hold on. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. You know, I like it. I like thinking of if disclosure really happened. I have a lot of good talks with Dark Hour Paranormal, and we always say this, like, too bad, bro, we didn't talk about this on, like, a show. You know, this was the best conversation we ever had. You know, it's always like that. All right, I'm going to play this video from Michael Huntington. It's from X, and it says here, was this image of historical evidence chosen specifically because it is a frame which most looks like a flying saucer type UFO? Is this image altered in any way? And then it says his TTSA TV show manipulated evidence imagery to look more like saucer. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's right. This was nothing. I wasn't supposed to even talk about it. They were just showing, I thought it was a video and then I realized it wasn't, but I forgot to delete it out of the show. It's just about how Lou used the TV show to get information for his book and stuff like that. All it is, it's about a book. That's all he cared about. You think? I don't know, man. Lou's story sucks. I think Lou got screwed over, but I think Lou got screwed over because Lou initially screwed himself over and put himself in this situation that didn't work out as they thought. You know, they couldn't foresee the things, that the events that had opened up because of what he's done. All right, you know, it's the top of the hour, a couple minutes after, and we usually go to Into Thin Air or Third Phase of Moon. There's some interesting hurricane information I am going to pass off right now in a short video from Into Thin Air. And this is for the upcoming week. And I got to tell you, I'm happy to be a Floridian. And by the way, I don't think I'm moving back to Arizona. I'm almost 100% positive we're not moving back. So that's good news. Because I like this weather. I need this weather. Go.
All right, everybody, welcome back. As Debbie is still going on in the southeast, we now have to worry about not only Hurricane Ernesto, but right now showing on its heels is also possible Hurricane Francine. My friends, we are entering the peak of hurricane season. All right, so to be clear, neither of these storms have actually formed yet. We're following the tropical wave via the National Hurricane.
Wait a minute. First of all, if they're already way out here, who cares? If they're going to be going this route. All right, let me just play it.
And that is the information as of now. This originally showed going into the Gulf of Mexico, but as I said in that video, things have plenty of time to change. What we're really looking at here is the formation of hurricanes in general. Now, hopefully after seeing the change, taking it out of the Gulf and putting it towards the eastern coast of the US is actually a good thing, because in this model, we don't really see it make a landfall specifically for the GFS. The European model is a different story. I'll show you that again in a moment. But again, the point here is that this hurricane is forming and heading towards the United States. As of right now, the location does not matter. What we need to be focused on is the fact that not one, but at least 2 hurricanes within the next week and a half are heading in our direction. So with that said, as of today, this information may change, but as of right now, you're looking at the GFS compared to the Euro as far as how close the first of the 2 hurricanes, Ernesto, may get to Florida. Clearly, you could see the European model has this thing coming a lot closer to the southeast and Florida than the GFS does. That is all based on a pressure that is moving west to east along the United States via the jet stream that they are predicting will meet this hurricane before it wants to track into the Gulf, allowing it to shoot up to the north along the east coast. And that, my friends, is what's going on with the Atlantic Ocean and all the info we need to know as of now as far as the tropical cyclones. I'll have updates on this throughout today, moving into the day we have to start worrying about this storm coming to the US. And at that point, we'll know when and where this hurricane is going to go. All right, my friends, I appreciate you all. Please leave your thoughts and comments down below.
All right. Hey. All right. All right. Moving into the... Oh, I will put the link to that video in the show description in case you want to go and check it out. Into Thin Air has done some amazing things. A lot of hard work goes into those videos. And he should be rewarded for that with a subscription. You know, subscribe to the channel. I want to show you some very beautiful video of multiple water spouts in the Gulf of Mexico yesterday. This is beautiful. And I almost thought, and I don't know, it's so beautiful, you might even want to say it's fake because it looks too good to be true, but I think it's real. I don't know. I've seen dolphins and sharks, crabs, manatee, all sorts of stuff in the Gulf. I've yet to see a water spout because I'm never there during the stormy time. Go. Is that it? No sound, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's the same tornado edited into 3 different spouts, you know, to make it look like 3 different ones. But I don't know. It looks good. They should be getting showered with objects, you know, fish and stuff that gets sucked up in the water and thrown out horizontally in all directions, right? That's why some people see frogs, lizards, some strange stuff, squid, what do you call those? Jellyfish, inland. Sometimes people have seen them in the deserts. Just get carried up in the wind. It's bizarre how it's amazing how nature is so powerful that way. I haven't seen the movie Twisters yet. I heard it was fun. And the reason I haven't seen it, because it's a remake of my original Twister movie, and I don't want to see a remake. Eventually I'll see it. I did see a movie. What did I see yesterday? I don't remember. But it was, I saw it's from a few years ago, The Age of Adeline. I was in the mood for an interesting movie like that. woman stopped aging. She got in a car accident, fell into freezing waters, and her body magically stopped aging for a very long time. I think it was like 70 years or something. And then she fell back and, it kind of rebooted her body and she started aging again 70 years later. But it was a pretty good movie. Yeah, it was slow. It could have been 30 minutes less, but I didn't hate it. But it was an interesting premise we've seen many times. All right. We have seen, and even, well, a lot of people are wondering if there's going to be a false flag alien invasion within the next 3 months. If not, in the next 5. Did you hear what Biden said today or yesterday? That the transition isn't going to go smoothly. What the hell does he mean by that? So if Trump wins, it's not going to be an easy transition for Biden to leave and him to get in there. I'm taking the phrase he said and paraphrasing it heavily, but that's what he basically said. That's unbelievable to me. Why am I not getting audio all of a sudden? Oh, there it is. That's weird. That clip I just played did have audio, but for some reason it didn't work. Now everything seems to be back and working. All right, here we go. Next thing I want to play is, well, we'll watch this and then we'll talk about false flag alien invasion that should happen. And I think if it does happen, it's going to happen before whoever wins, before the next person goes. Well, if Trump wins, they're going to make sure he doesn't go into the White House. They're just going to keep him out. I don't think they're going to leave. There's going to be some sort of event, the beginning of World War III, something to that effect. Maybe a meteor striking, or maybe civil unrest somewhere, It's so violent that they can't have the voting. They can't do the transition. Something is going to interrupt this. Something is going to prevent Trump from getting in the White House. So could it be a false flag alien invasion at this point? They've tried everything, even trying to take him out. What's next?
One of these plans for Project Bluebeam is to stage an elaborate worldwide faked alien invasion with UFOs that will be seen in the sky. These will either be made on this planet with secret technology driven by craft operated by black budgets and military, or advanced holographic imagery.
It's about belief systems, George, and that is why the government will never come up with any disclosure.
One of these plans for Project Bluebeam is to stage an elaborate worldwide faked alien invasion with UFOs that will be seen in the sky. These will either be made on this planet with secret technology driven by craft operated by black budgets and military, or advanced holographic imagery.
It's about belief system, George.
Is why the government will never come up with any disclosure
about the so-called UFO phenomenon. Oh, that's weird. Well, this is weird what's happening. Let's try it again. Huh? Okay, thank you for that. Wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do, so we got out of there like a bat out of hell. All right, I've got some stuff I got to show you. Let's get rid of that and get rid of this. If Bob Lazar was telling the truth, I forgot to say this because I was talking about him about 30 minutes ago. If he was telling the truth, he would not still be alive 30 years later retelling the information on the biggest podcasts on the internet. Jeremy says that too. Well, that's his post on X. He says, don't you people know what happens to real whistleblowers? We've said that a million times here. Real whistleblowers. They get in trouble in the worst way. That's right. They get in trouble in the worst way. Ben. Ben sent $4.20 on PayPal. Thank you, Ben, the Yorkshire GUFOnian, a continuing supporter of GUFON for several years. Thank you very much. I got the note. I'm going to keep it to myself. And I'm going to tell you, I don't remember if I saw that. Hold on. What's that noise? Do you guys hear that? Oh, it's here. It's stopping. Something that is so weird. It sounded like it sounded like a wheel with something in the spokes, and it sounded like it was coming from this, my fan. I have a bladeless fan. But as I put my head near it, it wasn't. It was coming from, sounded like within the wall, which on the other side is my bedroom. So, very strange sound. It could have been the computer. I have it, the desktop, I have it on the desk. It could have been sound from the fan bouncing off the wall, because there's about 4 feet in between. I mean, it could be anything. But it freaked me out. Never heard it before. Thanks, Ben. Thank you. Continuing supporter. And I'll make sure I understand what you meant. Fuck. What was I going to talk about? I totally got distracted. All right. Well, what was I talking about? I was talking about what? I can't remember. That's all right. We'll just keep going. Am I missing something? I'm seeing something in the chat. Gigi Abby Lynn is here. I forgot to say hi. Oh, right. Drift Speed. $5 from Drift Speed. Thank you very much for supporting GUFON this way. And it's a super chat. Let's see what you're saying. Drift Speed says, number estimates for how many craft U.S. government has. I'm going with 500 to 1,000. I think I heard they have 200 triangles back in 2013-ish, plus a few big ships. Wow. I'll tell you what I heard now. And thank you very much, Drift Speed, for the $5 and very cool comment. Super chat. I heard similar stuff. I heard we have 5 1 mile to 2 mile wide triangles. Okay. I heard we have 3 cigar shaped, tube shaped is basically what I keep hearing is a tube shape, like a cigar tube, which is cigar shaped. So I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Cigar shaped, right? And I hear we have 200 disc shaped objects and 75 or 77 were archaeological digs. They were found, and the others were supposed crashes. That's what I've always heard. But it never, ever, ever, ever is repeated anywhere. That number has changed. And a lot of people come up with what Bob Lazar says. Oh, 10, 9 or 10, whatever he said the number was, right? As a 10 archaeological, I don't know, they were just leaned up on the wall. One looked like a top hat, the other was dish-shaped. No, it didn't look too old. No, it looked like it was a little patina. Right? For all I don't know if they even worked. They could have just been cardboard cutouts. You know what? Even had an American flag on it. Got it. Everything he said right there is exactly what you would hope a liar, a made-up story guy would say. He covered everything. He got it all. He answered all our questions without even asking them. He knew it was coming. No. Bob Lazar and everything we know is so covered up. It's so deep. It's been going on forever. Before we were here. You want to get crazy? I think it goes back before the dinosaurs. I think it goes back all the way to the first extinction level event. That's how long they've been here. It's true. Let me give you an example why I think that's true. And I'm not gonna have any specifics. It's just you'll know what I mean when I say it. Okay? So we go back to the burning bush. Really? A burning bush that talks? Come on. Alien. Right? Gave the law of the land. Follow these 15. There were originally 15, and then he dropped 5 of them. Remember in the movie History of the World Part 1 by Mel Brooks? Yeah, that was a documentary, not a comedy. I give you these 15. 10. 10 commandments, right? Comes out with the 10 laws of the land. Don't drink, don't steal, don't covet, don't kill. All that stuff. Follow that. Stay out of jail. Follow that. Go to heaven. Follow that, and you'll live a fruitful life, among others, in society, right? Okay, God, you got a lot of stuff here that seems magical. Like, where'd all this information come from? Hell, let's go look at Nostradamus. Nostro, how do you know all these things? And what about the guy who drew all the inventions, Leonardo DiCaprio? Leonardo da Vinci. What about him and all those inventions and all those future things that he created out of his mind? Come on, man. Aliens, they inject us with one guy or one girl that comes up with something that changes everything and makes us better and makes us worse at the same time. Right? But we keep getting better at it. But the aliens, if they don't like what they see, what do? Reset. Extinction level event coming up. I don't like where this is going. Right? Look what they did. They released a toxin. It's killing millions of people. They won't survive it. All right, send the asteroid. Now, think about this. In 2036, Apophis, I believe that's the name of it, is coming so close to Earth, it could literally hit it. I think from what I remember, it's going to fly through the keyhole. And if it flies through this certain keyhole, the chances of it hitting us are very good. Something like that. Or if it flies into the keyhole, it'll go out. But if it goes this way to the keyhole, too close, it'll go out. Either way, keyhole plays a big part. And, well, either way. So, here's what I think is going on. We have the threat of Apophis on the horizon, just 10, 12 years away, 2036. Okay? By the way, that was the year the Ouija board predicted I would die. Maybe it's because of Apophis. Either way. So, let's imagine the U.S., Trump doesn't win, something happens, the World War III is starting, and we're not going to make it. They send Apophis to hit us and reset before we can do the nuclear war. Because we were just about to. And I don't know. They know the date it's coming in. I think it's June 17th or some 2036. I don't remember. But all they have to do is just push it in. That's it. Goes through the keyhole, and they just boop, push it in. And there we go. Reset. Scary. No, it is. It really is. I believe these aliens do not want us to leave the Earth ever. Oh, we can go to the moon, we can go to the Mars, but we can't stay there, or we can't discover anything. Can't do it. I wonder why. You know, what the big deal is. Like, if they've done it 6 times, 5 times already, 5, 6 times, shouldn't we be at the point where we're ready to know? After all this, after all of humankind, and all the records of man experiencing lights in the sky forever. They've always been around man. Forever. I just don't get what the big deal is. At this point, right now would be an ideal time to drop that frickin', gosh dang it. Do you know what would happen? We would forget about our problems. We really would. Reagan was right. We would forget about our own differences. And we would reset. We'll do the reset. It'll happen. They just don't have faith because we keep letting them down. What are they so scared of that they don't want us to leave the planet? Because we can't. Because there's nothing out there. Wouldn't that suck? Look how far everything is away. Everything is so far away, and we don't have any way to get there. Even if we had light speed, it would take years for us to get, 4 years to get to the closest Earth-like planet, 4.4, right? Do you know how long that is? We can't survive that. We don't know how. We can survive 6 months, barely. I mean, I'm talking stress-related, going to another planet at nearly the speed of light. Wow. Yeah. And you can't do it. What if there's a pebble in the path? Do you know how rocky the galaxy, the universe is? You hit a pebble, you're dead. We can't leave unless we have some sort of wormhole, Stargate type of deal. The people think the Pentagon is clueless about the UFO phenomenon. They do. They really do. People think that. I want to show you something. hold on. Did you guys see the video from 1991 or 92? It was in Japan, and it was in Hiroshima. And they were going through, this was on the news. They were going through the drawer of homes that were in Hiroshima area, right? Abandoned homes. And they found an iPhone 13. The guy, back in 1992, when he shows it to the camera, he thought it was a mirror. He didn't understand what it was. He thought it was some sort of mirror, and he's looking at himself in it, trying to figure out, what kind of mirror is this? And he shows it to the camera 32 years ago. Have you seen that video? Let me pull it up. I don't think it's fake. It has to be, though. But it isn't. There's archive footage showing that this is a legitimate video from 1992. I still think it's fake. Let me pull it up. I have to go on my history real quick. I think it was in the shorts. Oh, God. There were some funny shorts. After giving your 2-week notice. There are some really good videos out there, man. Some really crazy things people can do. I like life hacks. All right, that was funny. What did I say I was looking up? I forget. Look at my memory. It's going, gone. What was I looking up? That wasn't very nice. Remember when the girl got hit in the head with the eggs from her mom's? That wasn't very nice. Then she hits them. I'm still looking it up, guys. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I think it's coming up right around here. Here we go. I think this is it. No. No. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, that's cool. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. No. 5 generation of women. That was a good video. Insane. No, that's not it. That's not it. No. Wow, I watched a lot of stuff. Was it today I saw it? I could have swore it was today. Where is it? This is so weird. I can't find it yet. I will. I don't remember. I do remember watching these, but I thought this was yesterday. 700,000 people in one place for Jesus Christ. That was crazy video. Just a good old boys. Ever meaning no harm. Oh. I don't have it. It must have been yesterday then. I don't see how, man. Let's take a look real quick. No, I have to find this video. I bet you if I just type it in, it would come up, right? Let's see if I can find it, though. Why not? I'm going pretty quick. Doon, chicka, doon, doon, doon. Just a good old boys. Never mean no harm. They thought you was in trouble with the law until the day they was wrong. Making their way is the only way to know how. All right, I'm going to have to type it in. I can't find it. That is bizarre. You know what it might have been? I might have been on a different platform thinking it was YouTube. Let me just check this last place, because I believe it was a short. I even thought I sent it to me. You know what I mean? We'll find out here in a second. How about those two kids that go, oh, wait. I think I found it. Let me see. No. Did not. Oh, motherless. You know what I mean, guys? All right, I'm just going to type it in. Let's go home. Oh my God. iPhone 13 in 1992 news. All right, I found it. I found it. It took me that long. Oh, I'm such a gonad. All right, here it is. I could have saved us 5 minutes of pain. All right, here we go. This might be the coolest video or hoax ever.
こちらはタンスも何もない。なんで何もないですよ。これあれじゃないです。これ例のノート。お隣の子。
You know, you can tell it's authentic because he pushes the iPhone to the right. He doesn't even pick it up. He doesn't even look at it because he thinks it's some sort of mirror or, you know, like a compact.
水道のね、ご利用状況をこう、
So cool.
奥様がこう記されてた。
小野口さんが書いてはったやつやね。
そうです、そうです。小野口様が書かれてた。
それだけが残ってるんかいな。
どういうこと？これは？
何やそれ。
これなんだ？
箱か。名刺入れかなんかな。
じゃあちょっと重たい。これ手鏡です。はい、手
He
鏡。
goes, it's a mirror.
ほな手鏡とノートだけ置いて。
見づらい。
I didn't pick the one with the English texts.
ですけどね、手鏡と。ちょっとけどどういうこと？だから今ここにある状況としては、お約束してた小野口さんが。
Isn't that wild? 1980 video. I think this is the one. You think it's fake?
A video of a man holding a smartphone is being shared on social media platforms with the claim that it shows a reporter in Hiroshima in 1980 finding an iPhone and mistaking it for a mirror. Reverse image search of screenshots from the video led to the original footage, which is from a 5-part Japanese series titled The Woman Who Knew Too Much, The Woman Called Kyoko Onoguchi. This series was posted on YouTube on 17 June 2023.
Sierra sound.
Its description indicates that it is a work of fiction. We reached out to the administrators of the channel for more information. They confirmed that they are the creators of the video and explained that it shows a fictional incident set in Ehime, Japan. In the story, a reporter finds a smartphone in the perpetrator's closet, implying that the culprit traveled back in time. They added that Hiroshima is not connected to this narrative and that they are outraged that people have linked it to Hiroshima, one of the 2 sites in Japan where an atomic bomb was dropped in 1945, causing severe devastation. According to the end credits, the series was filmed in 2023. There are no reports of an iPhone being discovered in 1980 anywhere in the world. To sum up, as visuals from a recent fictional series...
It's fake. Anytime they're too good to be true, they are. I want to show you a video Funny, we were talking about magic, and then we were talking about mirrors, and put it together, and what do you have? Magic mirrors. Well, try this at home when you get a chance, they say. Record it. Then you will know that the other person in the mirror is not actually you. It never was. If you truly knew what mirrors were, black magic occultists will tell you the same. Look up Franz Barden. He laid out all the instructions. Let me show you the video. And of course, I'm not going to believe it. I can't tell you how many times I've looked in a mirror, been on a mirror, sat on a mirror, been part of a mirror room, mirror photography. I've never seen another me, another me, another me. That's weird. Why did I say that 3 times? Obviously, you know what's going to happen. I could already see the different image here. Go. See? It didn't match. You can see they're trying to, they do it twice. And then, you could see that the girl, look, you could even tell it's not the right angle. It's shot 2 different times. And this piece of hair is different than over here than it is over there. Right? See? Pretty close. Not that hard to do, though. Not that hard to do. Let's look at the next one. This one. This one seems obvious to me. You could already see it's different. It already looks different. I'm not buying the angle. This eye should not be that visible here. It's too visible. Right? She's turned almost sideways and it's got to be the angle of the mirror. See, I don't know. Anyway, it's all BS, guys. Because magic mirrors don't exist. It's a myth. It's a myth. It's not that. Why do you think they're so perfectly still on one side every time? Because they got to be. If they really want to trick us, have a fan blowing and have their hair being blown around. Then we'll know. Because if the fan is blowing the hair, there's no way they can do 2 videos and have the hair match up. It would be impossible. Impossible to fake, I mean. Where there's a will, there's a way to find the truth. All right. Here's a UFO video. Most of the time I'll tell you what it's about. I'll preface it with what we're about to see here is through the window of an airplane at about 32,711 feet. You be the judge. There it is. Right there, kids. 3, 2, go.
It's in a cloud. They was just about to look like they was about to morph together or something.
The 2 at the bottom got
It's the, yeah, oh, there it is. Well, did he disappear and reappear? I don't know, I'm tripping. Maybe just went on my eyesight. Those 3 up there. Bro, what is this? Nah, this gotta get sent in. Bro, come on, what is that?
My bad. This is taken from ground level. I thought this was up in the sky. I thought they were on an aeroplane.
What is that, man? not normal. Strange stuff in the sky. It's 5 black dots. Oh, I see him. Come on, what are you talking about, bro? What is this? Look, they're moving, bruh. Come on, I got all 5 in the picture. What is this? Stop playing with me. And you see.
Well, there's no reason to keep watching this the whole thing. I mean, I can just do this. It's balloons, and you can see them moving. They're just slightly going up, but he shakes so much and moves around and zooms in and out. You're never going to get true movement. Also, they're dots. I get these kind of videos sent to me quite often. And although I appreciate the dots, if there's nothing magical about what you're sending me or what you recorded, all you have really is dots that are most likely balloons, Chinese lanterns. They're not provable evidence of anything. Now, if you have like me, where you have a fleet, but you have light objects and then you have dark objects that mirror and move differently and independently of everything else, going in forming formations and geographical or geometry. A lot different than just 5 dots in the sky, right? And then I have the other video of the fleet where you see the one going like this, and then it goes around the one that's just sitting there, and then another one comes right for it and goes around it and then goes, I mean, that's the kind of dots I need, right? So dots can be anything, even the ones I'm talking about. They could be anything. We just don't know because we don't get any details. All we see is the dot. But your dot, it has a lot more value if it's moving or interacting with other dots. But just having 5 dots rising up in the sky, balloons. Oh, here is a supposed trans-medium craft from the, I believe, 1990s? Jeremy posted this years ago. And he says, I'm glad people are finally waking up from the TTSA delusion and seeing UFO reality. This video is pretty, well, hold on a second. Where'd it go? This can't be it. All right, I'm confused. I don't understand. No, this isn't it. Hold on. Why? This is bizarre. Here it is. Okay. Oh my God, I'm going to hurt myself. Oh, this is pretty cool. I think this was from 30 years ago. But Jeremy says he posted this video a long time ago and it's just resurfacing now. It's pretty cool, actually, and nothing new. As a matter of fact, there have been drones in the water now for at least 5 years that I know of for commercial use, for consumer. Yep. They do. You can buy a drone that can go in the water, go underwater, come out of the water and fly. And you're seeing it here. Yeah, DJI has it. There's a bunch of different types now. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so a lot of people see things in the sky that are these things. But do things like that need to be at Area 51 or hidden in the middle of nowhere, top secret? Yeah. Yeah, you don't want people stealing these ideas and making it their own. You know, you're going to have your stamp on it. It's yours. You don't want people stealing it. So I believe all that stuff. Even if it's just yours and mine, not the government's. You don't want anybody stealing your ideas. What's this about consciousness here? Oh yeah, I meant to read this earlier. Scientist Donald Hoffman, starting to lose my mental capacity here. He says consciousness creates our brains and not our brains creating consciousness. Oh, I never thought of that. He reveals that consciousness does not come from our cells or the physical world. It is not a result of the chemistry in our brains or even the neurons. He has used evolutionary game theory to demonstrate that we have evolved not to see the world as it is, but instead we have a projection of the world based on what we need from it evolutionarily. Essentially, our brain constructs only the things that benefit us for survival. We only perceive the basics. Our bodies don't have the ability to detect things that don't increase our chances of survival. Therefore, our scientific theories are based on only what we can see, hear, or detect. We have created models for our brains as projections of the universe, not the universe itself. Science is stuck thinking in terms of space and time rather than the bigger picture. Consciousness, in his theory, isn't created physically. It's something else that we can't see. Perhaps it's dark matter, perhaps something else entirely, but consciousness is based on the conscious network. Basically, our brains act as interfaces for this. Consciousness comes to us, and when we die, it remains in the conscious network potentially. Well, so can we access it? Can other people access it then? That would be cool. Yeah, there's a whole video about that. Yeah, Donald Hoffman. Maybe I should get that guy on the show. I'd like to learn about that. I am definitely marking this down. Let me think about getting this guy on. Donald Hoffman. He's a professor emeritus of cognitive sciences at the University of California, Irvine Research, Visual Perception, Evolutionary Psychology, Consciousness, and AI. All right, we're getting that guy. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm losing my mind. I can't think straight anymore. Thank you very much for hanging out. Tomorrow we've got 2 shows. We've got this show at the normal time, and then Rich Saves America right at 11. 11? Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow with a duo. Wait, what? Tomorrow? Wait. I thought I had Rich Saves America on at 10. See, this is why I can't stand this thing. No, it's 11. All right. So tomorrow we'll be back here at 7, and then Rich Saves America at 11. That might change to 10. But thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the support all around tonight. Thank you very much for the PayPal, the Cash App, and Super Chats. Yeah, thanks for trying to keep this Truthology for Ufology gig alive. And appreciate that. So we'll be back tomorrow. I know I said it 3 times already. What do we do here every single night? Anybody want to take a stab at it? What do we do? Anybody? Nobody? What is it? What do we say? We say truthology for ufology for you. All right. We'll see you tomorrow night. Be safe. Be kind to each other. And, be safe. If you're out there in the rain and the snow and there's nowhere to go and you're feeling like a part of you is dying, well, you're looking for an answer and it arrives. You think you're going to make up, but she tells you she wants to break up. Ooh, I'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, alien bless.